Do you like when you see the strike zone? That box there?
I'm kind of getting used to it, I have to admit.
Yes, Fritzy.
Yeah, I don't like it. I think it's in the way. It's a distraction, and it's unnecessary pressure on the umpire every single pitch. Unlike any other job where you're just scrutinized that much to show every single time whether you got the call right or not. It's just, I don't know. I don't like it.
But there's also, they can't show the camera right behind home plate because you'd be blocked by the pitcher. Or in center field looking into home plate because the pitcher would block you when he delivers. You have to have it to the side. So it feels like it's a little bit skewed in what the strike zone is. But I do like seeing if there's any uniformity with their calls. Are they giving you something that's really off the plate? I'm fine with it as long as I feel it's an accurate depiction of what the strike zone is. If umpires look at it, umpires don't like it because they don't want to be second guessed. Their egos, they don't want to be second guessed. But I do think we're going to get to what we have in tennis. I think you're going to have that automatic strike zone there. And it's probably going to be pitch by pitch, and you're going to get that. You're going to have the umpire who's going to be there for calls that have to do with out and safe, fair and foul, catcher's interference, those kind of things. But I do think we're going to get to that. Modern technology is going to lead us there. Yeah, Paul.
So will the umpire get the information in his ear,
Yes.
ball and strike, and then he'll go, yeah.
Yeah. They've done this in the minor leagues. And it proved to be, I think the percentages were, in the low to mid 90s of, the correct call with these pitches. Yeah, McLovin.
How do you adjust for different batter heights? Like, remember Pete Rose used to crouch over. So how do you make do you computer set for every batter?
I think that the computer has a strike zone that adjusts to every batter. But you would have somebody who's up above, and then you would get the signal, ball or strike, and then the umpire would have an IFB, something in his ear, and they would say, strike, and then he goes, yeah, or ball. But it was quick.
What about the human element?
Oh, I know, the human element. I like how we get upset with the human element in certain sports, and then other sports like baseball, it's like, umpire should be able to have his own personality with his own strike zone.
Like in tennis, I would always tweet about how it's the most accurate cartoon graphic of all time or something, right? And the people are like, "That's the most significant, the technology being used. You don't know what you're talking about." It's like the exact opposite, where it's like it's just a cartoon graphic. It's just a cartoon. You just move it over a little bit and be like, "Hey, oh, it was in. No, it was out. It's a cartoon. It's a drawing."
Yes, Fritzy.
What's the point of having the ump back there then? He's just relating what a robot or an electronic device is telling him?
Well, there's other calls that he makes.
Like what, play at the plate or something like that?
Yeah, fair and foul.
And find a way with the technology to have the robot
sensor.
call everything. That's whether it's out or safe or
who's gonna
a bunt
call
down the third base line, whether it's fair or foul. Those lines will be electronically
Who's going to call a
stimulated.
play at the plate?
The robot would have to figure it out.
No, the robot's not calling the play.
Robots are
with
driving
Todd.
people around with the people. Cars are being driven with no one behind the wheel. They can't figure out how to get the outer safe at the plate.
I think Todd's our next commissioner.
Yeah.
Todd is the next.
If you'll save a couple of bucks, you're putting all the money into this electronic stupidity. But imagine if you're a head coach and some robot upstairs is the one that is calling all the plays. It's like X27L slant, and then the coach just says in the quarterback's ear, X27L slant. Every play is being decided by a robot who adds up all the possibilities based on who you're playing and what should happen at that moment, what's the play to call. And the head coach just spits out what the robot tells him.
That makes no sense.
Why wouldn't the robot just tell the quarterback?
Are you done? Or
That's true.
Keep going.
That's why you don't need the umpire to go strike two. Just have some electronic voice go strike two. The umpire has to call strike. The robot's making the call, so have the robotic voice go ball three.
Is that how he's going to sound, though?
Hopefully, it sounded a little better than that.
Ball ring.
Ball three.
Take your base.
Has the robot been drinking?
Might be a little inebriated.
Ball ring.
Foul ball.
Yeah, how
It was
about
here.
celebrity voices for the robotic umpire?
Ooh.
Hey? Somebody with authority there. Yeah, wouldn't you like to be called out by, I don't know, Angelina Jolie? Oh, strike three. Oh, ball two.
I want like an authoritative guy's voice, someone you trust. I don't know who would be. Like Liam Neeson.
Oh, yeah, Liam Neeson. Fritzy, how about your Liam Neeson?
You're out. You should have swung the bat. Sit down. How about getting punched out by Marge Simpson? Hee-haw.
See now.
Hee-haw.
Now I knew where we were going with this. Into your wheelhouse.
See what happens when somebody says Todd doesn't talk?
I know. Look at you. This
I know, I
first
can't
20
stop
minutes. Yeah, can't shut you up. Adam Sandler is the home plate umpire.
Oh, you should have swung at that. Sit down. Strike the waiter.
I like that. Look at that. We're making progress. You're
Al
against
Pacino.
Yeah, Al Pacino.
First you swing.
No, you heard Fritzy. Go ahead, Fritzy. Here's Al Pacino.
You looked at it. You should have swung. Have a seat. Strike 3. It's right down the middle.
All right, we're building.
It's right down the middle. What do you want me to do? It's down the middle. You got to swing. Space is loaded. What are you going to do?
Okay, all right.
Stop.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.